Hi viewers, in today's video we have a very tricky and funny question. We are told to find x and y from these two different equations. The first one, as you can see, we've treated indices and logarithm, right? So they are trying to check our understanding of how to solve indices and logarithm. As you can see, the second equation is okay, right? But the first one, we have to relate it to indices. Let's rewrite this first equation to be something. Let me just call this, let's not call it equation 1 or anything yet. Let's just rewrite it first. This can be written as, we have 2 raised to power 1 minus x over y is equals 1 over 2 raised to power what? Because remember in our last video, I said something about trying to equate the bases, right? I said when doing it, you should be observing what you're having on the left-hand side or right-hand side. As you can see, we have 2 here, and the number 2 here is just a constant. We can't write it as any other thing, right? So how do we write the other side to be having 2 as well? How do you write 32 with a base of 2? 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2, 4, 8, 16, then times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 2 raised to power 5 is what? 32. So since 2 raised to power 5 is 32, that means we can just, and when I have 1 over x raised to power a is same as saying x raised to power minus a, right? So 1 over 2 raised to power 5 can be written as 2 raised to power minus 5. So this is 2 raised to power minus 5, right? So we have the same basis now, 2, 2. That means we can just equate the power. So equating the power, I'm having 1 minus x over y is equals minus 5, right? So how do we handle this? We have a fraction. We need x and y, but we are having x on y. So how do we resolve this? Is to multiply the whole thing by y such that the fraction, the y here can cancel out, right? So how do we do it? I will just say y open bracket 1 minus x over y is equals to, this is minus 5y, right? So because y times 1, that's y times minus x over y, this is going to be minus x because y cancel y. So this is equals minus 5y, right? So we can collect like terms here actually, right? Because I'm going to have minus x. If this one comes this side, I'm going to have a positive 5y. So 5y plus y is going to be plus 6y is equals 0. And that's just a simplified form of the first equation. So that means no need for all of this. I just did this simple trick to show you how I can just rewrite my first equation. So that means I'll just carry this and call it my first equation. So sorry, I'll just insert it here. We said this very one is something as minus x plus 6y, which is equals 0. This is what I will call my equation 1, right? So we also have the second equation, which is 2x plus 3y is equals 30. This is my equation 2, right? So this is, see, we have two simple simultaneous equations right now. So how do you resolve this? You can decide to use any method you like. You can solve this using the substitution method, elimination method, graphical method, or any other method. I don't know if you have extra apart from the three I mentioned. So in case you don't still have an idea about simultaneous equation, I'll try my possible best to make videos on simultaneous equation. So for this very one, I'll be using the method of elimination. So look at how it works. For the method of elimination, I'm trying to eliminate one of the variables because I'm having two different variables, right? X and Y. I want to eliminate one of them. How do I do it? If I would just say the first equation minus second, none of the variables will cancel out, right? But right now, I have 2x, but I'm having just a single x here. What do? I'll multiply the first equation by 2, multiply the second equation by 1, because 2 times minus x is same as minus 2x. So I'll be having 2x here, 2x here. That means they can cancel out because 2 can cancel 2, right? So let's rewrite this. I'll just manage and write it here. So 2 times minus x is same as minus 2x, right? I'm just trying to write the first equation here. So 2 times 6y is same as plus 12y, right? So this is equals 2 times 0, still 0. So this is just like our new equation, minus 2x plus 12y is equals 0, right? So the second equation is okay. No need to write anything here, right? So What do we do to cancel out x? If you subtract, you are going to have minus 2x minus 2x, which is minus 4x, which is not proper. So that means I will just add the first equation and second, because minus 2x plus 2x we cancel out, right? So minus 2x plus 2x is going to be 0. So 12y, we are adding, plus 3y is going to be what? 15y, which is equals 0. We're having 0 here, right? 0 plus 30, that is 30. 0 plus 15 is just same as 15y. So no need to write this. So we need y, not 15y, right? So we divide both sides by 15. So dividing both sides by 15, this cancels out. So our y is equals what? 30 divided 15 is same thing as 2, right? So we've calculated the value of y to be 2. How about x? You can just decide to pick any of the equations here. But for me, let me see which equation is more easier. Let's pick the second equation and see how it works. If I substitute the value of y in the second equation, I'm going to have 2x, right, plus 3. Instead of y, I'm inserting 2. So this is 2 is equals 30. So I'm having 2x plus 6 is equals 30, right? Sorry, let me just continue here. So this is going to be 2x is equals 30 minus 6, because this is a positive 6, right? If it crosses to the other side, I'm going to have minus 6. So this is 2x is equals 30 minus 6, that's 24, right? So we are going to have, we need x, not 2x. How do we treat this? It's just to divide both sides by what? By 2. Dividing both sides by 2, this cancels out. And our x is equals 24 divided 2, that is 12. And that's the value of x as well. So that means x is equals 12 and y is equals 2. You can check it out in the equation. If you substitute x to be 12, I'm going to have minus 12 plus 6 times 2. 6 times 2, that's going to be 12. Minus 12 plus 12 is 0, right? That means first equation is satisfied. Checking in the second equation, 2 times x, which is 2 times 12, which is 24, plus 3 times 2, which is 3 times y is 2, right? 3y, but y is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So 24 plus 6 is equals 30, which means the second equation is also satisfied, which makes x and y to be valid result for this very simultaneous equation. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to